Peace and mercy and blessings of Allah be upon you. I extend my warmest greetings to all my valued viewers and welcome you. Dear viewers, the third and final trailer of episode 10 of the series Kurulus Orhan, which is extremely impressive and truly breathtaking, has finally been released. For those viewers who felt disappointed after watching the second trailer, who thought the battle scenes were lacking, and who said that the gates of Bursa opened too easily for Orhan Bey and that the conquest lost its excitement, this third trailer serves as a very strong response. So, after watching the magnificent battle scenes in this new trailer, what did you feel? Please be sure to share your thoughts with us in the comments. In this trailer, we truly witness very vivid, powerful, and striking battle scenes. This clearly shows us that the upcoming episode will be extremely intense, harsh, and unforgettable. Even though we have endured a long wait of nearly 3 weeks for this episode, God willing, when it finally airs, it will be powerful enough to make us forget all our exhaustion and patience in an instant. When we analyze the new trailer in detail and look at the events that will unfold in the upcoming episode, dear viewers, we see that a major and decisive battle awaits us right from the very first scenes. We already saw Hector and Orhan Bey face each other in the finale of the previous episode. Following this confrontation, we will witness an extremely fierce and strategic battle in which both armies line up against one another. Orhan Bey's army will be hidden around the area, and many traps will be set for the enemy. Although Hector's army is larger in number, thanks to Orhan Bey's intelligence, battle strategy, and careful planning, this massive force will suffer a heavy defeat. Hector will taste a serious loss in this battle. In fact, it was rumored that the production team did not initially plan such a large-scale battle for this episode. However, due to intense criticism from viewers and strong reactions on social media, Bozdağ decided to make a significant change in the storyline and include a major battle in this episode. As a result of this decision, the issue of Bursa Castle will be completely resolved in this episode. Viewers will also notice a serious increase in quality and visual improvement in the battle scenes, cavalry units, and action sequences. A considerable amount of screen time has been allocated to these scenes. After the battle, Serkutay Bey will appear before Osman Bey and explain in detail how Orhan Bey fought against Hector's massive army and how he countered every enemy trap. It will be clearly stated that Hector was defeated thanks to Orhan Bey's intelligence, courage, and military strength. Serkutay Bey will also inform Osman Bey that Orhan Bey has now set out toward Bursa. This is because Orhan Bey will have learned that his father, Osman Bey, is on his deathbed and nearing his final breaths. Therefore, immediately after this battle, Orhan Bey turns toward Bursa to fulfill his father's will. The conquest of Bursa becomes his true and most important mission. Orhan Bey will make a firm vow to himself. He will neither return to the tribe nor appear before his father until Bursa is conquered, because Osman Gazi's greatest wish was to be buried in Bursa after its conquest. For this will to be fulfilled, Bursa must absolutely be taken. Without the conquest of Bursa, Orhan Bey cannot fulfill his father's final wish. During this great battle, while Orhan Bey succeeds in defeating Hector, we will also see Flavius fighting alongside Orhan Bey. To be clear, Flavius will not fight against Orhan Bey in the next episode, because Hector is a common enemy of both Orhan Bey and Flavius. For this reason, Flavius will act together with Orhan Bey. Immediately after the battle, Orhan Bey will send word to the Byzantine emperor requesting a face-to-face meeting at the Bursa headquarters. Dear viewers, before the emperor arrives for this meeting, Alaeddin Bey and his soldiers will have successfully dug tunnels beneath Bursa. Through these tunnels, they will have reached the inner gates of the city. One of the most pleasing aspects of the upcoming episode is that Alaeddin Bey will be given more screen time. In previous episodes, we mostly saw Alaeddin Bey occupied with state affairs and governance using his pen. However, in this episode, we will watch him fight not only with his mind, but also with his sword. Although some historical narratives claim that Alaeddin Bey never fought in battles throughout his life, this information is not entirely accurate. Many historians state that Alaeddin Bey was a skilled warrior and very proficient with the sword. However, due to his responsibilities in governance, administration, and political matters, he participated in battles less frequently. This does not mean he was weak. On the contrary, when necessary, he stood shoulder to shoulder with his brother Orhan Bey on the battlefield. Dear viewers, the essence of the negotiations between Orhan Bey and the Byzantine emperor in the upcoming episode is as follows. If you surrender Bursa to me peacefully, neither you nor your soldiers will be harmed. But if you continue to resist, I will take Bursa by the sword. Our soldiers have already entered the city through tunnels. If I conquer it by force, Not only Bursa, but your other castles will also be in danger, and a great deal of blood will be shed. Under these conditions, the Emperor will surrender Bursa Castle to Orhan Bey peacefully in the upcoming episode. The gates of Bursa will open for Orhan Bey. Historical sources also confirm that Bursa was conquered in this manner without significant bloodshed. Now, let us come to the fate of Hector, which is the biggest question on many viewers' minds. Will Hector die or will he survive? As seen in the trailer, Orhan Bey is chasing someone on horseback. Upon careful observation, it is clear that the fleeing person is Hector. He is trying to escape the battlefield. However, in the upcoming episode, Orhan Bey will catch him, and Hector's end will come there. Tekfur Saroz, on the other hand, will not die in this episode. Instead, he will form an alliance with Orhan Bey and hand over Bursa Castle to him. One of Hector's closest and strongest men will be killed by Shahin Shah. In doing so, Shahin Shah will take revenge for the Beys, who were brutally murdered by Hector in the previous episode. In the upcoming episode, we will see Shahin Shah fighting shoulder to shoulder with Orhan Bey. This character is an extremely strong and impressive warrior. According to the story, he is a very close friend of Osman Gazi, almost like a brother to him. After the conquest of Bursa, Shahin Shah is expected to sincerely pledge allegiance to Orhan Bey, just as he did to Osman Gazi, and serve him with loyalty. It is also highly likely that, after the conquest of Bursa, Orhan Bey will grant Shahin Shah an important position or duty. In this way, Shahin Shah's loyalty will be reinforced, and any possibility of betrayal will be eliminated. In the most emotional scene of the episode, Orhan Bey will take soil from Bursa and come to Osman Gazi, giving him the good news that Bursa now belongs to the Turks. Upon hearing this great victory, Osman Gazi will pass away. According to historical records, Osman Gazi's death indeed occurred after he received the news of the conquest of Bursa. Most of the events depicted in this episode are based on historical facts. The death of Osman Gazi, the conquest of Bursa, and the major battle that took place before Bursa are all in line with historical sources. Finally, dear viewers, please be sure to share your thoughts about this episode and the trailer in the comments. Thank you sincerely to all of you for watching my video.